Stand with me, do a prayer, and then we'll pledge the flag. Lord, thank you for another wonderful day. We thank you for the warm weather. We thank you for allowing us to gather here this evening. We ask that you bless us, watch over us, bless our families that we left at home. And we ask that you guide us and to make wise decisions for the city and glorify your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So first on the agenda we have approval of the agenda. I think that we have two things to change, or a couple things to change. First, let's strike number 12, consideration of the tree removal, and replace that with grant. Number 12 will become grant.
We need to move item 13 that's on there up to after number 6, after announcements.
Is there anything else anyone wants to add or delete?
Do we need to delete comprehensive plan? Or we're gonna send an email? Or we're
Is
gonna?
that okay with everybody to delete the comprehensive plan and just come up with some names before the end of the week?
Sure.
Okay, we're strike out. Anything else? All right, approval of the agenda, you need a motion?
One other thing.
Yes, sir.
Never mind. That's fine. I make a motion to approve the agenda as discussed with the changes that we just discussed in the last few minutes.
Thank you, sir. A second? Second. Thank you. All those in favor? Very good. Appearance and public comment. Megan, I think you have one that needs to be read from a citizen that can't
I
make it
do.
tonight.
It looks like it is from Elizabeth Pyron. She's on Stone Street.
Can you go up to the microphone?
Oh, you're killing me.
Just so the people can hear.
Regarding the road signage at Palmer Alley and Long Street off Demorest Area Highway, we respectfully request that the following be considered. Please change the signage to allow entry into Long Avenue via Palmer Alley off Demorest Area Highway. Please change the signage at Long Avenue to direct traffic to exit onto Demorest Area Highway from Long Avenue. It is virtually impossible for many vehicles to turn right onto Long from Demorest Area Highway without making a 3-point turn on Demorest Area Highway. Reversing the signage from its current location would make the traffic situation much easier to navigate from this little area of Demorest. We have several retirees in the area as well as some young children. We also have a new teenage daughter and another teenage daughter who's about to start driving. Simply reversing the signage from the way it is now would be safer and easier to navigate. Thank you very much for considering this. Elizabeth Potter. Did y'all catch all that?
Yes.
That's confusing.
Feel like I need it drawn out again.
Mayor, it sounds like she's just wanting to reverse what we did before with the changes we made.
Okay. To turn it back the way that it was. That's the purpose of the public comment, just so we hear from the public.
I'd like to speak on the issue.
Please do, public comment.
I just disagree with this lady. The purpose of that along the street was because of the traffic would come up to that, instead of stopping at the stop sign, they would pull out, they can't turn right to get into the subdivision, and, well, I think what the way we have this way.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to say something too.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Joan Kinch, and I live in Long Street, and I'm speaking for many in the town that we've been talking and with different residents in different areas. And first of all, what we want to say is the town is very impressed with the job that Mr. Musselwhite is doing. We commend him for everything he's done, the way he has turned this town around. And we certainly do want to ask you, please, to let him remain in this position. Thank you.
As a permanent city manager, not an interim.
Thank you, ma'am. Is anybody else to speak on public comment? Well, I think it's, Donnie, I think you have something to add.
I do have a little something to add. We have a celebrity in the room, if y'all didn't know that. Jerry Palmer was actually voted Reader's Choice for best firefighter in the world.
Oh, yeah, we get a picture of you, Jerry.
Keep it up high.
So this is the second year in a row
Hey,
that,
Megan, could you get a picture of that?
so this is the second year in a row that we've had Demorest firefighter.
Sure. I'll go and grab one.
Recognized by
If
this.
you don't mind, yours will probably be better.
So this is the
You made
second
me
year
stand up for
that we've
nothing.
had a Demorest firefighter recognized, by the Northeast Georgia Readers as best of. Last year, Chief Knight was the, voted best, and this year Assistant Chief, Palmer was voted best of. So we're just gonna keep going down the list. To me, whenever I think that a leader gets recognized, that's recognition for the entire department. It's not just the person in charge, leading the department. So, I think both the awards for our chief and our assistant chief is a reflection on the job that our entire fire department has done. Thank you.
Excellent job. All right. Is there any other appearance or public comments? All right, let's move on. We have other announcements. We have officially been accepted as a city of civility. So that, I feel very good about that. I'm proud of that. And we have something to hang in our new city hall. You want to go be the poster boy? So walking up front? Oh, yeah. We'll send it up there. So we're now a city of civility. And a city of ethics. So two wonderful new signs put up. The new city. We'll leave those there. For a moment. Also, as far as the announcements, John and Sean, I think y'all have been working on this as far as the Historical Society, the 50th anniversary. They are hosting that at Piedmont this Saturday. Sean, you wanna tell a little bit about that?
Sure, it's going to be at the Commons at Piedmont. It's open for the public. They're gonna have a lot of activities for the public to do. There's gonna be a genealogy course. There's gonna be history on all the municipalities and the county. There's gonna be music, food. It's going to be from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. this Saturday, March the 11th. It's the 50th anniversary of the founding of the Habersham County Historical Society. They were founded on the campus of Piedmont College at that point, and we are the host city for that. So I just wanted to kind of promote that to the public to come attend and enjoy.
That's not a 5-hour commitment, right? That's a drop in.
It's a drop in. There's gonna be, but there should be a lot of things, interesting things to see about the history of the county and the different municipalities and some of the organizations also that have existed in the county.
Thank you. Item number C, official moving date scheduled. Mark, do you wanna talk about this?
This is exciting times, guys. We will officially close Thursday the 9th at 3 p.m. ACG and their IT team will be at City Hall to start breaking down the computer hardware, and those of us in there will finish some packing. And at 8 a.m., the Brian Popple Moving Company will be here at 8 a.m. with another job they had to do, and we have to rent our U-Haul trucks. It's 90% raining on Friday, so they will be there with a U-Haul truck, and they will move everything down to the new City Hall. And noonish, ACG and IT will come back to set up all the computers and hardware on our desk and workstations. And then the 5 of us in City Hall will come back on Saturday to set our offices, workstations back up, make sure we can sign on and sign in, so that come 8 o'clock on March the 13th, we have officially, will be open with the new Demorest City Hall on that day. Our biggest loss, if somebody may have a hard time with our moving, will be that drive-through. And I don't know if the citizens paying their water bill will have a tougher time, or Rhoda having a tougher time always getting to talk to and socialize with so many of these folks coming by every day. But we have placed outside a drop-off box, and we have it ready to go, and then we'll go out there once or twice a day to pick up the envelopes and the payments, and so they'll be run just like before. If folks don't want to come in, we would encourage them to look at paying online or have their account debited for that to be more efficient for all of us. So I started December the 12th, and March 13th, we started from scratch on December the 12th, starting on the new City Hall, and on March 13th, we will move in with exciting times. And I know City Hall has looked like a little mini situation going on there with the things being moved, but we are very excited and hope to show all y'all what we have. We'll plan a grand opening and tours and that, folks, to see our new offices and what the rest of the school and the opportunities we've seen there. So
This is an
we are ready.
exciting time. So, just to clarify, City Hall will be closed on Friday?
Yes,
Okay. And we'll reopen on Monday morning?
at 8 a.m. at the
Okay.
new location,
Very good.
250 Alabama Street. Worst problem is I go from Georgia Street to Alabama Street.
No more vacant building.
Right.
Next goal will be getting council meetings moved from this room, this building, up there, correct?
Yes, sir. That'll be good.
And Sean, I told you, as soon as we got moved, we would go straight into working on that facility, and we have started gathering information to have that auditorium ready
excuse me, looks like I missed number 5, approval of the minutes, like usual. Let's back up and take a minute to look at those. Has everybody had a chance to flip through those, or, after you've done looking at those, please give me a motion to approve or make a suggestion to modify?
Give me just a minute. Megan, is there a reason why, this 1 minute has a star beside it?
You're on the wrong tab, I think. You're on tab 2. That's for number 7, line item 7. It should be, tab 1.
Something else.
Yeah, it's for the park.
Did y'all notice the DOT work ahead sign there at the wall?
They were looking at the wall last Friday
We
in
had
the
a
rain.
meeting last Friday.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Little correction on, the, work session for, February the 7th. Casey Chastain is the assistant police chief,
I put 5.
unless he's wearing 2 hats.
I'm sorry. I noticed that earlier. Mark pointed that out, and I thought I changed it, but I guess I did not.
And again, that's only family she made that mistake on.
I mean, if he wants to work both, but we ain't gonna pay him for 2 jobs.
I won't live that one down. Just wait until he finds out.
He's fine.
I must have changed it on 17 and not 18.
Again, he is not eligible to be voted best firefighter.
Yes, sir. At your leisure, gentlemen, a motion to entertain that, or accept those with the one change.
Take something else.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes with that one change. As long as you start putting my name in here. Non-county council.
You were at the first one, right? On the 3rd or the 25th? Is that the one you're talking about? I don't think you were present. Right?
See, it's another family member.
I believe you were sick. that meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
I get by with that one.
Thank you, sir. I don't want to rush anybody along, so please let me know when you're complete. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, let's jump back down to old item number 13, new item number 7, which is the sign for the hospital. In the work session, we talked about the sign in the hospital and replacing these signs. Some of the signs look like maybe one's a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit wider, but maybe a little bit clearer message of where the emergency room is, where the main entrance is. Even on the small font, I believe that we can tell there's a difference of guidance to where that we need to go. And I can't think of a better location of a sign as to the emergency room. Agreed. Agreed. Gentlemen, do y'all have any questions?
No, but I do have to disclose that I am an employee of Northeast Georgia Health System prior to the vote. But I've been cleared by legal with the city and with the hospital to vote my conscience.
Thank you, sir. We'll entertain a motion to accept the changes for the sign as they are proposed.
I'm making a motion to accept the changes.
Thank you, sir. Second?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All those in favor to approve that? Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Georgia Health System's excited. We're ready for July 1. We're ready to start changing those signs and, more importantly, changing some operations.
Oh, since y'all are coming so close to 4th of July,
Yes.
are y'all willing to sponsor our fireworks?
Let's go offline. I'll tell you, I was this close and tempted as a University of Georgia graduate and proud supporter of the back-to-back national championship Bulldogs. I don't live in the city of Demorest, but I would love to see a motion to change Alabama Street to Bulldog Boulevard. Thank you again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. All right. Hopefully we have a new sponsor for the 4th of July.
We'll see.
All right, consideration of Demorest Springs Park for the signers. I think we discussed that being 3 signers. Does someone want to make a motion for those signers' names? It's my understanding the bank has to have the minutes, correct?
Correct.
As well as authorization.
Yes.
So we'll have to state in that motion that it's the Demorest Spring Park account, and the signer shall be the 3 people. So, at your leisure, council.
I make a motion to, add as signers for the, Demorest Springs Park account, myself, Donnie Bennett, and John Hendricks.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor? All right. Next is consideration of the Traditions banking account. This is the seizure funds, not the salad. This is the one, chief, that y'all seize funds from criminals and things of that nature.
Yes, yes. It just has to be separate from general funds.
Very good. And this purpose is to get us in compliance, to get that money separate in a different banking account. So we'll entertain a motion. Please be specific on that motion of Traditions Bank seizure fund account and 2 to 3 signers on that, please.
Did we discuss the signs?
We did, we talked talked about, since you were over the police, you being one of them, and Sean being one of them.
Okay.
And maybe one for a backup, or leaving that off, for a later date.
So me, Sean,
That's good for now.
okay. I'd like to make a motion that we have a new account at Traditions Bank, Seizure Funds account, and the signers of that be Sean and me.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Alright.
Very good. Let's move on to purchase of the Skag lawnmower. This is the lawnmower needed.
Oh, got one more.
Oh, I'm trying to rush it along. Consideration of change of the signers on the CD account for Pinnacle Bank. This is a account that we already have. We just need to drop 2 names off that account and add 2 to 3 names back to that account. Please, once again, make your motion specific.
So I wanna make a motion that myself and Jerry Harkness be added as signers of this CD account and the removal of Sean Moore and Kim Simmons.
Thank you, sir. A second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Very good. Right. Now consideration of purchase of the Skag lawnmower. This lawnmower will be needed by our road department to mow parks, new city hall, a lot of things that we have going on. In your packet, you have a couple of bids that we talked about during the work session. I think that we talked about accepting the bid for $10,665.60. Council, if it is, if you would like to go through and approve that, please make it specific on which one of the invoices you would like to approve. We'll entertain a motion.
Sir.
No, we're not trading it in.
Oh, okay.
They've only given us a very limited amount on the Kubota, so we kept it.
Okay.
We cut some rough areas around the wells
I see.
and pumps.
It's all,
Still sponsor.
Oh, yes, Barry. It just can't do all the other things. It's 10 years, 12 years and 10,000 hours.
well, I see it's 1,500 credit.
It was. That was it. Yes.
That was a good question. All right, we'll entertain a motion to accept one of these bids.
Make a motion to accept the bid from Swinerts for $10,665.60 for the purchase of a new Skag mower.
A second? Thank you, sir. All those in favor to purchase the Skag lawnmower for $10,665.60. All right, very good. All right, let's move on to consideration. Well, I guess we moved those already. So now we're down to the manager's report.
Grant.
Oh,
Grant.
grant. Can we give our announcement on the grant one more time, please?
The department was awarded the 2021 FEMA AFG grant for a total of $81,196.19. I'm asking y'all's permission for me to accept this grant. Come on.
Very good. We're real proud of you. We really appreciate you coming in and writing that grant and getting the city that money and getting your department out. Thank you very much. Thomas, in this motion to accept this grant, do we also need a motion to pay our portion? Do we need a motion to pay?
I think if it's like a water grant documents, it'll say that you can certify that the city's willing to match, so you probably need to offer
accept the grant.
Make a motion to accept the FEMA grant, and to pay the fee. And what else?
Authorize the match.
Authorize the match for the grant.
A second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor to accept this great grant? All right. That's exciting. All right, now we're down to manager's report, financial review. Mark, you have this?
Yes, sir. We'll start out with Brian Popham's report from the water department. He had 15 emergency locates, 213 locates that were not emergencies, had 307 work orders. They repaired 7 leaks and installed 5 new water meters. The amount of water that we received from Baldwin and Toccoa, he has not received those invoices yet, so those amount of usage there has not been stated.
Yes, sir.
From EMI on our wastewater treatment facility is operating within its permits and limits. He did state the inflow and infiltration. The treatment system receives a tremendous amount of inflow and infiltration at the water plant during significant rains. Basically, this is also called, you'll hear I&I. Sources of I&I within the collection systems should be evaluated. I spoke with Butcher about that today, and he is going to present us a proposal to study this, because what we're having to do with the infiltration is making us treat stormwater that is getting into the system that is not sewer.
I don't know if y'all remember, but I want to say I was on council, but we did a smoke test in the system
Yes.
to check for this, and we had a full report on that, that I don't know if we ever
Fletcher
worked on.
mentioned that, but it didn't really go somewhere anywhere.
Well, we had it done, they gave us a report, and then I don't think, because I remember smoke coming up all over the place.
So what we're gonna try to do is let him put together another proposal, and the difference being, we do something with, if we.
But maybe we could go back and look at the whole.
I'm meeting with him tomorrow at 1, and we will discuss that
Okay.
in that meeting tomorrow also. The other comments from EMI is the drinking water system is operating within permits. All required sampling and analysis has been completed and meets or exceeds EPD drinking water standards. The water audit system was completed, certified by EMI, and submitted to EPD as required by the drinking water rules and regulations. The Demorest Fire Department, total monthly response calls for the month of December was 108 calls, included 3 fires, 2 outside the city, 60 medical calls, 22 outside the city, 2 hazardous calls with 1 outside the city. I did call the chief to get a definition of hazardous, and he says, no, we're not talking about hazmat calls or anything like that. Power lines could have been down, something to that effect. 13 service calls, 4 outside the city, and 24 good intent calls with 5 outside the city. 6 false alarms. The department completed 252 hours of training, and they had 2 fire safety demonstrations. And Chief, that's where y'all were doing the jaws of life and the attractions from the cars. Is
That was just training hours. Our the fire safety demonstrations is when we go out to schools or senior center and provide fire education. And
Who was these 2 for?
one was the senior center, and I'm uncertain on the other one. I think it was a private residence.
The Demorest Police Report is officers responded to a total of 308 calls for the month of February. Again, Chief, explain why you're on December.
This is January.
January.
Yes, sir. So mine is a month behind due to NIFR's reporting.
So where number one says total monthly response for December, is that?
Oh,
January or
yeah,
December?
I didn't copy and paste that one out there,
Okay.
but yes, it should be, January. I'm sorry.
Because again, the police department, we're reading their reports that the chief generates, on the police report. So 308 calls for the month. Officers responded to 3 domestic calls, 1 physical domestic and 2 verbal domestic. Officers responded to 7 traffic accidents, completed 3 accident reports, 1 hit and run, and Georgia State Patrol responded to 3 accidents due to injuries. Officers performed 125 traffic stops and issued 40 citations. The officers responded to 7 disturbance calls at the emergency room. Officers completed 8 incident reports. Disorderly, DUI, harassing, again, disorderly, speeding, possession of meth, another possession of meth, unfortunately. Officers attended a total of 60 hours of training during the month of February. Just keep turning with me there. You'll see the list of the 40 citations where they are broken out. Grand total of $10,115 was collected from the municipal court. The page after that shows additional Georgia State Patrol citations that they issued that also run through our municipal court. These charts here show the different companies' initials at the top, which show what type or how many of the background checks they're doing. It shows the totals of each company for that month in these. And that amount totaled $14,334.25 for the month of February. On our City of Demorest financial reports,
Well done.
when you turn to the first, the pages of the City of Demorest cash balances, go down about midway on the left-hand column, you'll see the overall total of cash. And the best part about the amount of the cash that's on hand, shows the number of months of liquidity based on unrestricted reserves. You see that we're almost 2.5 months of reserves, that nothing else, no other revenue came in to the city. We've got 2.5 times to cover our expenses.
And where did the auditor say that they wanted this to be?
Anywhere from 3 to 5, 6 months. So we're right pushing at that, and that's just a goal we have to keep working to increase these cash unrestricted reserves.
Sean, do you remember, gentlemen, y'all remember where we were at here in the audit? I don't recall. Y'all remember? Was it no ones?
I was closer to 2.
Yeah, I can remember that too. Okay. I was just curious.
But our goal right there, that helps us, again, with our Moody's report, the more cash that we have on hand to show that liquidity is just very vital. If you go to the next page, which shows the note and bond payable balances, you can see the breakout of the bond balance, and you can see the breakout of the USDA balances there. And then when you go to the month, for the month ending January 31st, the good part about this was our first month of the budgeted year. So you can see where we're at as the city with this first month, how we're up. A real interesting thing, sent to y'all last week the amount, this is not, I had sent y'all the amount of, past due property taxes in an email. We are pretty lucky. We only have, I hate to say only, but $25,881.72 is considered past due delinquent. These property owners all should be receiving any day now a past due letter as a reminder, hey, call us, come pay them. Let's see what we can do to help you out, what we need to do. So we've got us on a ticket that we'll follow up after this if we need to see how we do the collections going forward from anybody that's past due there. The next page, again, talking about the budget being the first, this one is the budget and actual general funds. So, as you can see, the percentage of the budget that we came in at on property tax. At this time, we had only collected at the end of January $73,000. And it said that we still had $266,000. And now, at the end of February, we're only past due $25,000. That's how much money came in on the property taxes in the month of February.
To the deadline.
Yes, they do. So that's just, a highlight point there of how much money we were able to collect from that. If you go one more page over, statement of revenues, expenditures, and change in net position in the water and sewer, you can see the water income, sewer income, hydrant fees, garbage collection, and then you can see our expenses right here. So it was a very nice month for the water and sewer collections with a net of $217,000. Again, the next page over is our budget and actual for the month ending. You can see what's budgeted in the first column. You can see where we hit at the end of the first month. So we were on track, obviously, after our first month, and what we needed to do. Schedule of the SPLOST. You can see on SPLOST 6, the original amounts in the first column, and look all the way to your right-hand column to see how much is left. Water and sewer, there's $201,000. Roads, streets, and bridges, there's $101,000 using round numbers. Then we go down to looking at SPLOST 7. We've got for water and sewer $709,000. Police is $179,000. Fire is $467,000. Public facilities is $83,000. Roads, streets, and bridges is $180,000. So between those those two different SPLOST, we've got $1.6 million in SPLOST. So, interesting thing on some notes from our general fund. In the month of January, Rhoda had could be an all-time high of cemetery lots sold. She sold 12. One person came in and bought 10, though. So,
Merry Christmas.
yeah. Somebody was taking care of their family on that day. So those 12 sold for $4,825. Roughly, it's $400 a plot with that. And looking at the water sales, we were at $446,000. Water purchases from Baldwin and Tacoma was $98,000. Various water repairs totaled for the month $41,702, and that still could have been fixing some of the freezing pipes and leaks and things of that sort. And various sewer repairs totaled roughly $14,000. And then the last thing is the income accounts, which shows the breakdown of each different, segment, whether it's public safety, public works, general admission, the breakdown of that. I can let y'all see those numbers there. But that is my department overview. Any questions, please?
I'd be curious to know where we are, with the SPOS versus what we estimated at this point.
I can, get with, Ms. Vaughn and get an email out on that.
Just like to know if how SPOS is, if it's going, if we've collected more than projections, or if it's about the same, or if it's less.
Okay. We will have that info.
Any other questions? Gentlemen, excuse me, during the work session, we talked about the Georgia Cities Week. We talked about accepting that. I think either we can put it on our next special call meeting, or can we modify this to accept it now?
Sure, you can amend the agenda.
Gentlemen, would y'all like to amend the agenda to move forward with this Georgia Cities Week on April 23rd through April 29th?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
To amend the agenda?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. A second? Very good. All those in favor to amend it? Thank you. We'll entertain a motion to move forward with the Georgia Cities Week. And you go with that one.
I do.
All right, we have a sample resolution in your packet under tab number 7 that recognizes the city of Demorest as a Georgia Cities Week from April 23rd to April 29th. We'll entertain a motion to move forward with this and adopt it and pass it. Yes, sir, the resolution.
I'd like to make a motion that we go forward with the resolution for Demorest recognizing the Georgia Cities Week, April 23rd through the 29th, and encourage all residents to support the celebration and corresponding activities.
Oh, very good. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Very good. All right, next, we have, a motion to enter into executive session. I would like to discuss, property and personnel. We have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we, enter into executive session.
Thank you, sir. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?